According to a report by Glassdoor, Gen Z employees will outnumber baby boomers in the U.S. workforce by the end of this year. Baby boomers dominated the full-time U.S. workforce from the 70s until around 2012, when Gen X surpassed them. About 7 years later, millennials took the top spot just as Gen Z began entering the workforce. Millennials are expected to continue making up the majority of full-time workers for at least 2 more decades, but the gap between Gen Z and baby boomers is quickly closing. Scott Dobroski joins us now. He's a career trend expert for Indeed. So, Scott, good to have you. Talk to us about what Gen Zers are looking for in a workplace that's actually different from other generations.
Yeah, it is different from other generations, no doubt about it. And there's a couple different ways to break this down. So first, what Gen Z cares about in a job is actually a little different than once they get on the job. So when looking for a job, Gen Z really cares about jobs with competitive pay and also flexible working schedules. And then once they get on the job, what they care about in the company and the workplace are a few things. They care about the culture and values at the company, how it looks at and implements DEI B+ programs, work well-being, and career opportunities is also quite high on the list for Gen Z.
So, Scott, all of that sounds like great stuff, right? Like, I want to get paid a lot of money. I want to have work-life balance. I want to have all good things. But that's not always how the workforce necessarily plays out when you're actually in the job. So I'm wondering, with this influx of Gen Z workers, should companies and businesses actually try to cater to this generation?
Well, here at Indeed, here's the beauty of what we see in data every single day. We are matching millions and millions of job seekers with employers. We have hiring signals in near real time that show us what leads to people actually getting hired. And sometimes we have indicators too of how people feel in their jobs. So I'm just illustrating this to show that when we aggregate all of this and look at the Gen Z workforce in particular, what we do know that is a little different is that this is the first generation that is, they're digital natives. They grew up with the internet. They're the first generation. So they are looking for real-time connection, especially since the pandemic. Work well-being, mental health is a huge factor for them. So should employers be catering to them? We would say no, but what smart employers should be doing is understanding and recognizing the distinct needs of the workforce they want to attract and the roles they need to fill. So again, what really smart employers are doing is not thinking of it as is it Gen Z I should cater to, or millennials, or even the next generation, but more so, what are the skills, experiences that they want and need, and going after those people, and they're usually hard to find.
Interesting. Well, Scott, we mentioned that there are some butting heads that are taking place generationally in the workforce. What are baby boomers' main complaints about working with Gen Z employees, and how do you, I guess, try and smooth that over diplomatically?
Yep. So first, also, it's important to remember that butting heads between different workers and generations has been going on for decades in different ways. Where we are seeing more of it now is through the advent of social media and transparency, and that includes workplace transparency in a way that we've never seen before. People are posting TikTok videos almost daily, if not daily, about their workplace experiences. So these things that used to be locked up are now being seen and heard and exposed. Now, when we look anecdotally, we know that there is sometimes a digital divide between younger workers and older workers today. In part, that can be attributed to the generational gap. Remember, many people started their careers decades and decades ago when there was no internet, and they were using what was called phones and fax machines. Today, the instant messaging, TikToks, and other aspects of workplace transparency, mental health, and work well-being have changed all of that. So that's where some of the understanding is yet to be smoothed out.